Hey guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever in the world you find yourself. So today, of course, a lot of pain. There's been a lot of pain in general over the past, not only the week, but the past several weeks. We have been in a very steady and clear downtrend on all the relevant timeframes really on Bitcoin. So of course the question on everybody's mind is, where will Bitcoin find a bottom? Have we bottomed out? So that's what we're going to look at in today's video. We are going to look at Bitcoin on the log chart because that shows some very interesting information which I will reserve until the end of the video. There really is some hope based on two indicators here that we are potentially at or very close to the bottom right now. And of course we will also go down to the 4-hour time frame to really look at the nitty-gritty, try and figure out where we can potentially find support, and just in general try and make sense of the price movements. Of course I will give you the next major support levels to be watching out for, as well as the resistance levels on the way up. Now, for those of you who don't know, Altcoin Buzz is first and foremost a crypto investment research company, and we have been providing you numerous 100x returns since 2017. So if you want to get in on that action, join our Altcoin Buzz Access group where we document up-to-date research covering undervalued altcoin gems, NFT minting opportunities, and our portfolio strategies. So if you want to take part in the action, click the link up above or in the pinned comment section down below. If you like this content, also please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future updates. And finally, please note that none of this is financial advice. Okay, so Bitcoin, yeah, we're seeing these big red numbers and it's really easy to get emotional here. I understand that a lot of you probably have been suffering a lot through this dump, but really, I've been in the crypto market for, well, 5 years now, and I've seen dumps like this before, and the only thing on my mind is, wow, this is an amazing potential buying opportunity. Now, that doesn't mean to say that we are at the bottom, but certainly when we see these types of retracements, and if I go to the weekly time frame here, I can show you how big the retracement is. The retracement currently is almost a 70% retracement, all right? So the past times that we've seen this type of retracement, 70%, it has marked all-time lows for Bitcoin. So for example, let's go back here to 2012. We saw a 84% retracement. That was the bottom. And then we saw, after the 84% retracement, what did we see? We saw 12,286% up from there, all right? So it's just to remind you that yes, it can be painful, but if you hold on long enough, history shows that Bitcoin will not only survive, but that it will come back stronger. That is, it is anti-fragile, all right? Now, the next dump we saw a retracement of 74%. What did we see after that? We saw a pump of 1,686% again, okay? Next time we saw a retracement, again, reminder that the current retracement is 70%. The next time we saw a retracement was back here in 2014. Of course, this was a bear market, 86%. What did we see after that? Massive pump, 12,286% again, all right? And then again, finally, the most recent bear market that we had back in 2018, 2019, 83% dump. And from there, we saw to the recent all-time high, just over 2,000%. So it's just to remind you to look at the bigger picture, all right? And the bigger picture is that now we are either at or very close to a bottom based on these previous pumps and dumps that we've seen in Bitcoin's history. And as you can see from the long-term graph, everything is going upwards. Okay, so we are here now on the daily time frame for Bitcoin USDT. Here I am on Binance USDT. I use Binance for the lower time frames, but Bitstamp for the longer time frames because it has more history. All right, so here clearly we saw this absolute massive brutal dump. You know, within a very short time frame, we saw a 34% retracement for Bitcoin, which is, you know, it's pretty rare that we see that type of retracement. I mean, the last time we saw such a violent dump was back here in May, and here we saw a, almost 50%. So, you know, it just goes to show that A, this is rare, but B, we could see further downside. Now, when it comes to the RSI, you can see that we are currently at the 21.88 level, and history shows that yes, we have seen this level before. However, this level has often marked a bottom, whether when we reach either this level or just below it. So again, yes, we could absolutely see further downside based on the historic RSI of the 4-hour chart, but we are very likely to see a big bounce somewhere at the current price range or sometime over the coming days. Okay, so remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that I would be telling you about 2 important indicators which show that we are either at or very close to a bottom. The first one is the RSI. 2 times in the past at this 43.76 level, we found a bottom for Bitcoin. It was the all-time low back here in January 2015. It was the all-time low back here in January 2019. In fact, here we saw the all-time low just before that. So really, there is 2 signs here that we are potentially at the bottom now. Of course, there's another 15 days left on this month. That means that the price could move a lot more down from here and come back up, and this would still end up closing around the level at which it is currently. So again, not a sign that we are at the very bottom right now, but that certainly we are close to a very bottom when it comes to previous price history. The next thing to look at is the log chart here, this diagonal support going all the way back to from 2013 until now. We saw 1, 2, 3 supports on this line, and now if we come down to this line, we will reach approximately the $17,000 level, just above the $17,000 level. So that is definitely a potential support. And when it comes to actual supports and resistances, let's start by going down to the weekly time frame. So the initial support, I think, would be at the $19,750 level. This marked a previous high, the peak of the 2017 bull market. And the next support level would be the next peak that we had around the $17,250 level. As I mentioned, that is particularly relevant level as we saw this diagonal trend line going all the way back to 2013. So very good chance that we find support there. And then finally, of course, at the $13,909 level, we found resistance here in the past. So there is some chance that we find support there. Now, as I mentioned, we had 3 or 4 dumps in the past. Now, just as a reference point, we currently have, as I mentioned, almost a 70% retracement in the price of Bitcoin. We have seen retracements this large in the past. In fact, at least 4 times we've seen a retracement of approximately 80%. We have reached 85% retracement in the past. So it's just a reminder that yes, this is likely a very good buying opportunity, certainly in terms of dollar cost averaging over the coming weeks and months. But there is a possibility that we see, according to what has happened in the past, anywhere up to potentially an 85% retracement, which would, as it so happens, take us to this absolute critical support of $11,500 or so, because we have multiple highs here in the past, and we have a lot of volume coming in here in terms of historic volume. So yes, there is a chance that we get all the way down here. My best guess, honestly, is that we get to the $17,000 level. I think that's the best bet. There, as I mentioned, we have this historic support on the log chart. That would already be a 75% retracement on Bitcoin, which is already a very marked retracement. And finally, of course, this monthly RSI that I mentioned, again, I'm going to show you now. This monthly RSI would potentially find support here, as it has done in the past. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and share and subscribe. And feel free to check out my other videos. I cover technical analysis here on Altcoin Buzz in an easy and simple way to understand. And guys, with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.